Hi, so today I'm going to be talking about confidence. When I was younger, I had no confidence, and these are the ways and the thought processes that has eventually made me confident. If you follow these steps, I can guarantee you will feel more confident after watching this video. So a lot of these tips are actually thought processes. First of all, know this. Absolutely no one on this planet is better than you. Not a single person on this planet is better than you. No celebrity or famous person or CEO, millionaire, billionaire, they are not better than you. No one is worse than you. No one is better than you. We're all on the same level. People might have more money. They might have more success in the career. They might, drive a certain car you want. They might look prettier than you. But listen to this, they are not better than you. No one is worthy of anything more than you are. We're all equal on this planet. No one's better or worse than anyone else. In society, we have this thing that, they have more money than me, so they're better than me, or they, are kinder than me, or prettier than me, or blah, blah, this than me, and that makes them better. Someone is always going to be better than you at certain things. You are not going to be the best at everything. You have your strengths and they have their strengths. Yeah, they might have a faster car than you, but you might be better at maths or better at science or better at nails. You have your thing and they have their thing. Comparison is the thief of joy. That is so true, because when you sit on Instagram and scroll through all these supermodels and you think, why can't that be me? I wish I was that pretty. You are beautiful in your own way. You are stunning in your own way. Take note to how you actually talk to yourself. So your inner monologue. If you are having those negative thoughts all the time in your head, what do you expect? You're not going to be confident. You're not going to like yourself, because you're telling yourself all the time how awful you are, how embarrassing you are. If you say something in a meeting and you're embarrassed, and the little voice in your head saying, that's so embarrassing, you're so embarrassing, I hate you, I hate myself, oh my gosh, I'm pathetic and I'm this and I'm that. If you keep telling yourself, I'm boring, I'm awful, I'm stupid, all these negative thoughts, how do you expect yourself to be confident? Would you say that to someone else? Before you say things to yourself, think, would I say this to someone else? Would you go up to your sister, brother, mum, dad, auntie, nana, granddad, anyone? Would you go up to them and say, you are really ugly and you are boring and you don't look good? You wouldn't go around saying those things to other people, so why do you say that to yourself? And the thing is, the more negative your inner voice is, the more you're actually going to believe it. And you can't be confident when you're telling yourself that you're not a good person, or you're not beautiful, or you're this and you're that. You're not going to be confident when you're telling yourself all these negative things. Your inner voice needs to say nothing, and it's hard. You've got to train yourself to do this, but your inner voice has got to say nothing other than positive things. When you look in the mirror, practice saying, wow, you look great today. Convince yourself that you are a great person. Tell yourself in the mirror, everyone's got their strengths and weaknesses. Remind yourself of your strengths all the time. Every time you look in the mirror, positive thoughts about yourself. Tell yourself positive things. If you mess up in a meeting and say something embarrassing, so your inner voice could say, oops, I didn't mean to say that, but no one really cares. I might have said something that I didn't mean to say, but I'm not embarrassing and I'm not weird. I just said something by accident. Your inner voice needs to be your number one fan, because if you don't support yourself, how do you expect anyone else to support you? If you don't say nice things to yourself, how do you expect anyone else to say nice things? And the thing is, when other people do say nice things about you, you're not going to believe them, because you told yourself so many times that they're lying, and I'm actually ugly, and I'm actually this and I'm that, and all these bad things. You've convinced yourself of that. Your inner head, inner monologue, your thoughts need to be positive about yourself all the time. Every time you catch yourself saying something negative to yourself, you need to think, oh, no, I'm going to stop. No, I'm not that. So when your voice says, oh, you sound stupid. Wait, no, I don't sound stupid. No, I don't sound stupid. I sound fine. I'm actually very intelligent. And I still do it. I catch myself saying this, but when I do catch myself saying something rude to myself, saying something nasty to myself, I stand up for myself. It sounds weird. It sounds like there's two different people going on, but sometimes You've got to do this to change your thought process. So every time I say something a bit silly and my inner monologue saying, you are stupid and you are worthless, I'll say, wait, hold on a minute. I'm not stupid. I'm not worthless. Of course I'm not. I'm a kind person. I'm a strong person. I look great today. Be your biggest fan. Let your inner monologue be your biggest fan, and trust me, you'll see the changes, because you'll just become more confident because you've not got this negative voice in your head all the time. How can you expect yourself to be confident when you're speaking to yourself so negatively all the time? You've really got to speak to yourself the ideal way that you'd want other people to speak to you, and the ideal way that you would speak to someone else. If your best friend was saying to you how awful and pathetic and unworthy she was, you'd say, hold on a minute. No, you're not. You are beautiful. You are kind. You would list all these great things about her. And you've got to do the exact same thing for yourself. Because at the end of the day, you can't expect someone else to do this for you. It's now or never, bitch. Do it. It is actually more risky to not be confident in life than it is to be confident in life. And what I mean by that is, if you are not confident, think of all the things that it will hinder in your life. We only get one life. It's a short life. We might live to, 70, 80, 90 maximum. If you are not confident within yourself, think of all the missed opportunities. You're not going to be living your best life if you're not confident. And that is a risk. That's the biggest risk you can take. The biggest risk that you can take is regretting things. If you listen to people when they're old and dying, they always regret the things that they didn't do rather than the things that they did do. The thing is with confidence is you can fake it. And that is how I started. In school, I was bullied, like severely bullied. No one liked me. Everyone said I was weird. I ended up moving schools. And at this new school, I thought, I just read the book, The Secret. So if you've ever read this book, it's about the law of attraction, and I truly really believe in this. Genuinely, probably the most life-changing, incredible book that I've ever read, and I recommend everyone read this book because it is life-changing. Basically, the law of attraction is whatever you put out there, you will get back from the universe. If you are thinking negative thoughts all the time, if you're thinking, I'm not good enough, I'm ugly, I'm weird, I'm blah blah blah, all these negative thoughts, the universe will say, yep, there you go. If you think that, that's you. You can have that. And it literally just gives you that life. If you think, I'm never going to find anyone, you'll never find anyone. Obviously, you can have these thoughts on the surface and not truly believe them. But if you truly believe that you're never going to be confident, blah blah blah, you'll never be confident. On the opposite side of that, if you believe, I'm confident, I'm the shit. If you walk in a place like you own it, the thing is with confidence is people can't tell if it's real or fake. So they're going to think, she's the shit. She is the shit. People will truly believe it. And that is what happens. Think about school. There was all these insecure little kids. The popular people, this like persona that they put on, everyone kind of was like, oh, they think they're the shit, so they must be the shit. And they became the shit because they thought they were the shit. And it's the same with life. What happened with me is I walked into this new school and I acted confident, sat up straight, forced myself. I was so underconfident. I was so scared and vulnerable. But I put my shoulders back, I put my head up, and I walked in and I smiled at everyone. I said, hi, just speaking to people nicely. That's all you need to do. Smile, act confident, put that act on. I was not confident, shaking, I was sweating, I was so scared, but on the surface I was, hi, I'm the new girl in the school. And what happened? Literally my whole life changed. And I was only, 13, 14? My whole life changed. Everyone was like, ooh, the new girl. They liked me. From being bullied in my old school because I was underconfident, I was underselling myself, I thought I was weird, I thought I was ugly. So to everyone else, I was weird and ugly. This school, I thought, I'm gonna put on the persona that I'm super confident and I want to make friends, and I'm gonna put on and they was like, wow, she's confident. she's confident, I want to be friends with her. And that's what happened. I got way more friends. I had a way better time at this school, all because I put on that fake confidence. And what happens is it becomes reality. You forget it's a fake. I did it for job interviews. I walk in and act really confident. When you put that act on and things go well, which normally they do because people like confidence, people are drawn to confidence, and things do normally go well when you put in that act on. So what happens is every time you act confident and things go well for you, you're training your brain to be like, oh, I was confident, things went well. I was confident, things went well. When you're naturally underconfident and you're putting on this fake, you're scared. You're scared that something bad's gonna happen. You're like, oh, if I put this fake on, something really bad's gonna happen. They're gonna see straight through me. Everyone's gonna laugh at me. Everyone's gonna blah, blah, blah. You have all these fears. When you act confident and things go well, you're showing your brain that when you act confident, it's okay to be confident. You're not scared of being confident anymore. It actually went well. So you train your brain to not be scared of being confident anymore. And in turn, it becomes natural. It just becomes normal because you're like, oh, I'm just confident. And I think the reason behind this is some of us lack confidence because we're scared. Some of us have had obviously bad relationships in the past, people that have been rude or nasty to us. So we've been underconfident because we're like, oh, I'm not going to stir up anything. I'm going to be super like quiet and mild because if I'm too much for people, they might be intimidated or angry or something bad will happen. So you've got it in your brain that something bad's going to happen if I'm confident. It's not safe to be confident. Every time you put on that fake confidence and things go well, you are showing your brain that you put on that confidence, it went well, so it's safe to be confident now. I can be confident now. And then suddenly it's just you. It turns into you. And like I said at the start, the biggest risk is not being confident because you're going to waste your life if you're not confident. So the biggest risk is not taking these steps and not doing this because that's a wasted life. That's the biggest risk you could ever take. Being confident or faking being confident, that's not a risk. What's the worst that's going to happen? What? Someone's going to laugh at you. Someone's going to call you a name. What's the worst that's going to happen? Like, the worst thing that can happen to you is never being confident. So that's the biggest risk. Another thing that helped me to be more confident was to train my brain in a different way. So my brain would automatically go to the negative thing. So if I was going to do something, my brain would be like, oh, what if it doesn't work? What if it goes bad? What if this happens? What if that happens? You're not automatically thinking of all the worst case scenarios. Train your brain to think of all the best case scenarios. So I'll give you an example. What inspired me to make this YouTube channel is, first of all, I thought, what is the worst that's going to happen? The worst that's going to happen is people are going to laugh at me. People are going to say I'm cringy. People are going to leave negative comments. That's it. People are going to call me cringy. So, people are going to call me cringy. And, okay, call me cringy all you want. But if you look at the positives, what's the best case scenario? Starting a YouTube channel, what's the best thing that could possibly happen? The best case scenario, I am really successful with my YouTube channel. The worst case scenario, people laugh at me. Weigh it up. The best case scenario is amazing. The worst case scenario, so people laugh. People call me cringy. I think another thing that I did was just train my brain to always think about the best case scenario instead of the worst case scenario. Instead of thinking, if I do this, it might go wrong and I might lose this and I might lose that and I might look silly. Think, if I do this, I could be really successful. I could make loads of friends. I could, like, for example, if you wanted to join a club, oh, I'm too scared. It's pushing me out my comfort zone. What if people don't like me? What if people do this? What if people do like you? What if you love this club? What if it's the best thing you've ever done? But like I said before, you regret the things that you don't do more than the things that you do. Another thing is stop looking for validation through other people. If you look in the mirror and think, I look good today, and then you say, will you tell me what I look like? What do you think I look like? Do you think I look good? Do you think I look bad? Do you think I'm nice? Do you think I'm kind? Do you think I'm a good person? Do you think I'm this? Do you think I'm that? Asking other people and trying to get validation from other people is not going to work. Even if they do say, yeah, you look great, and yeah, you're a nice person, you won't even believe them because of your own negative thoughts. You need to tell yourself this. You need to be the validation that you want to get from others. So anytime you want to say, am I pretty? Answer yourself and say, yeah, you are. You're very pretty. Be that kind person to yourself. Another big thing that I think is important is stop trying to people please all the time. No one's going to think you're a bad person for respecting yourself and your needs. If you have just done a 12-hour shift and you're absolutely exhausted and you want to go to bed because you're exhausted and you need rest, and your friend is saying, come for a drink, come on, come for a drink, I really need you to come for a drink, come on, come for a drink, and you're exhausted and you need your sleep, you need to just respect yourself and say, look out for yourself, and say, you know, I'd love to, but I'm absolutely exhausted. I've just done a 12-hour shift. I need to go to bed. I need to rest. I need to respect my own needs. And any person who actually cares about you, and any person who is actually a decent friend or a family member or anyone that you know, will respect that if they respect you. And if they don't, they're not worth it anyway. You don't need them in your life. There are a few things that really helped me personally to become more confident. I'm not going to say that I am the most confident, outgoing person in the whole world, but I've come a really, really long way from being that scared little 13-year-old girl to now being that confident 21-year-old woman. Some books that I'm going to recommend that you read if you want to increase your confidence or just give yourself a little bit of motivation. I'm currently reading a book called The Mountain Is You. I will leave that in the description. Another one that I read that was amazing, not necessarily about confidence, but it's a spiritual book. It has just helped me in life. It's called The Power of Letting Go by John Perkins. I will leave that in the description as well. I think the main book that has really helped me to self-improve, turn myself into the person that I want to be, is The Secret. I'll leave the book in the description. These 3 books, absolutely amazing. Definitely recommend to anyone in general. Even if you don't struggle with confidence, it's always good to read these books because I do think they're just eye-openers. They inspired me. They made me want to be the best version of myself. The main point of this video is to help people, so I really, really hope it's got to the right people. Let me know in the comments if this has helped you in any way, or if you're going to try it, or you know, if you need any advice in the comments, anything like that. I am really happy to help anyone who needs it. If you need someone to talk to, just comment down below and I will get back to your comment. The video that I'm going to put here is one that I think you should watch next. Please like, subscribe and comment down below if you would like to speak to me or if you want to, you know, give me some tips on this video. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I really, really appreciate it. I really hope this helped someone. Yeah, thank you so much and I'll see you later. Mwah.